back-to-back semi-finals for the Arsenal, and Arsenal have progressed to the Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid after drawing to Sporting at the Emirates tonight, people. And it wasn't the greatest game. You're probably asking yourself, why am I wearing glasses right now? But before we get into that, make sure you comment and subscribe to Rasenal TV, people. But it is 0-0, and Arsenal have progressed. And why I'm wearing glasses, what people my left eye is very sensitive to the light at the moment. As you can see, it's very, very red. Look at the comparison between that eye and my left eye. But even though my eye is red, North London is red. And we're the only team left amongst the English teams, the only red team. We're the red English team left in the Champions League. Was it the greatest game of football? No, I think Sporting threatened. I'm not going to say much about this game because my eye is hurting me, people. I do want to get to bed. But even though that game wasn't as entertaining as I wanted it to be, Sporting didn't trouble us that much, especially in the second half. They did have a few openings. They hit the post. We hit the post from Trossard as well. Diamond for some great balls into the box from corners as well that threatened Sporting in the second half. In the first half, it was steady. It was compact. It was decent. I mean, we started the first 5 minutes a bit well, trying to get Gyökeres in behind. I think Eze was busy in that first half as well. Eze was trying to create a lot. He was very he was more on the front foot than anyone else. Again, though, we're seeing some of the same stuff. Sometimes overhitting balls into the midfield. Saliba did it a couple of times. Madueke wasn't great on the right-hand side again today. Martinelli did some good, decent defensive work today as well, tracking back as well. But again, in an attacking sense, our attack was blunt today. Gyökeres had a couple of chances, but nothing major. We didn't really look attacking today. And that's one of the things that we wanted going into Sunday's game. Can we look a bit decent in attack to give us some sort of hope going into that game at the Etihad on Sunday? And there wasn't much that Arsenal showed us. But we were a bit better. Overall, we were a bit better. We were more combative in the midfield with the likes of Zubimendi and Rice imposing themselves a bit more in that midfield as well. We was winning first, second, and third balls at that point. So even though we weren't attacking well, we were defending well as well. And it was the perfect game for Mikel Arteta because this game you don't need to win, you don't need to lose at the same time, or you don't want to lose at the same time. So you don't have to go gung ho at it. And I understand why, because we know these players are tired. Declan Rice only just came back today. Saka's out, Timber's out. We don't know how much of this team is literally running on fumes, but it wouldn't surprise me if more players are running on fumes than we think. I mean, Madueke as well. Let me talk about that as well. It was a clash of knees in the second half as well. Madueke goes off. So people then, quick question, are you starting Miles Dalman on Sunday? Because right now we don't have a right winger, people then. And Madueke wasn't great, but I'm thinking if he was fit, he'd probably start on Sunday. But Dalman, again, comes on from Madueke. And right now, yeah, Dalman is our only fit and starting right winger. So, things to think about. Arteta got a yellow card. Arteta was fuming at points today. I think Arteta was more on fire on the touchlines than the players were on the pitch. In my opinion, as I said, we did try, but again, nothing great of any note, to say the least. But we're through, and that is the great thing. We are through to a Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid. And that was an enthralling semi-final in Germany as well. Bayern Munich doing the job that they needed to do and getting the job done. I think on the night as well. I think they won 6-4 on aggregate. Is it 6-4 on aggregate? 4-2 on the night, I think. Crazy game. And the last goal that they scored, Elise's last goal, was I don't want to face Bayern Munich. I don't want to face PSG. I don't even really want to face Atletico Madrid right now, people, because we just haven't been performing well. It was another lackluster performance, but we didn't lose. And losing 4 games in a row is not how you want to go into Sunday. So we can go into Sunday saying that we are Champions League semi-finalists. And if you just turn it on against City, who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen if you just turn it on a little bit against City? Express yourselves, because City know what they think they know what we're coming to do at the ETIHAD, but surprise them. Who knows? Who knows? But we're going to start building up to that game tomorrow, people, then. So make sure you're locked in, and we'll speak soon. Peace.